A very warm and a pleasant good morning to one and all. Today, on this beautiful occasion of the feast day of Saint Teresa of Avila, I, on behalf of all the sisters, teachers and the staff members of the Carmelite Convent English High School, wish you all countless blessings and lots of love. Saint Teresa rightly said, anyone who truly loves God travels securely. Today, we all are facing the crisis of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is a very difficult and a challenging phase for us all. Well, our hopes are high and our faith is strong, which keeps us going. So today, let us intercede to Saint Teresa of Avila for strength and comfort for us all, now and forever.
Every occasion that begins with God's blessings is a great success. So, with great reverence, let us listen to the reading from the autobiography of Saint Teresa of Avila.
This reading is taken from the autobiography of Saint Teresa of Avila. We should always be mindful of Christ's love. Whoever lies in the presence of so good a friend and excellent a leader as is Jesus Christ can endure all things. Christ helps us and strengthens us and never fails. He is a true friend, and I see clearly that God desires that if we are going to please Him and receive His great favors, this must come out through the most sacred humanity of Christ, in whom He takes His delight. Many, many times have I perceived this through experience. The Lord has told it to me. I have definitely seen that we must enter by this gate if we desire His sovereign majesty to show us great secrets. A person should desire no other path, even if he be at the summit of contemplation. On this road he walks safely. This Lord of ours is the one through whom all blessings come to us. He will teach us these things. In beholding His life, we find that He is the best example. What more so we desire from such a good friend at our side, who will not abandon us in our labors and tribulations, as friends in the world do. Blessed is the one who truly loves Him and always keeps Him near. Let us consider the glorious Saint Paul. It doesn't seem that any other name fell from his lips than that of Jesus, as coming from one who kept the Lord close to his heart. Once I had come to understand this truth. I carefully considered the lives of some saints, the great contemplatives, and found that they hadn't taken any other path. Francis, Anthony of Padua, Bernard, Catherine of Siena. A person must walk along this path in freedom, placing himself in God's hands. If His Majesty should desire to raise us to the position of one who is an intimate and shares His secrets, we ought to accept gladly. As often as we think of Christ, we should recall the love with which He bestowed on us so many favors and the great things God showed in giving us a pledge like this of His love. For love begets love. Let us strive to keep this always before our eyes and to weaken ourselves to love. For if at some time the Lord should grant us the favor of impressing this love on our hearts, all will become easy for us and we shall carry out our tasks quickly and without much effort. Amen.
Saint Teresa rightly said, "Let nothing trouble you, let nothing frighten you, everything passes away." Our girls will now lead us into this same prayerful song.
Let nothing trouble you, let nothing frighten you, everything passes away. Let nothing trouble you, let nothing frighten you, everything passes. God never changes, patience obtains all. Whoever has God wants for nothing. Whoever has God has enough. Whoever has God has all they need to live their life, for God alone will suffice.
Lord, grant that I may always allow myself to be guided by you. Always follow your plans and perfectly accomplish your holy will. Grant that in all things, great and small, today and all the days of my life, I may do whatever you require of me. Help me respond to the slightest prompting of your grace, so that I may be your trustworthy instrument for your honor. May your will be done in time and in eternity by me, in me, and through me. Amen.
Me the grace to recollect myself in the little heaven of my soul where you have established your dwelling. There you let me find you. There I feel that you are closer to me than anywhere else. And there you have prepared my soul quickly to enter into intimacy with you.
Help me, O Lord, to withdraw my senses from exterior things. Make them docile to the commands of my will, so that when I want to converse with you, they will retire at once like bees shutting themselves up in the hive in order to make honey. Amen.
Lord, grant that I may always allow myself to be guided by you, always follow your plans, and perfectly accomplish your holy will. Grant that in all the things, great and small, today and all the days of my life, I may do whatever you require of me.
Help me respond to the slightest prompting of your grace, so that I may be your trustworthy instrument of your honor. May your will be done in time and in eternity, by me, in me, and through me. Amen.
Let nothing trouble you, let nothing frighten you. All things pass away. God never changes. Patience obtains all things. Whoever has God lacks nothing. God alone suffices. Amen.
Life story of Saint Teresa of Avila. Saint Teresa was born in a small village called Avila in Spain in 1515. She lived during a time when women were not allowed to pursue any career and were trained to become good homemakers. As a little girl, Teresa was obsessed with the martyrs and saints. So much so that one day when she was 7, she convinced her brother to become a martyr. Her plan was to go to the Moors and to ask to be decapitated. They were just outside the town walls when their uncle found them and stopped them. When she was 14 years old, Teresa's mother passed away. So she turned to the Virgin Mary as a spiritual mother. Though she was devoted to her faith, the saints and the Virgin Mother, she was also interested in reading fiction, and her father worried that this was making her vain. To help Teresa remain holy, he sent her to the Augustinian nuns at Avila. At the monastery, Teresa became extremely ill and experienced moments of religious ecstasies during her devotionals. Teresa also practiced self-mortification, a common practice during that time. It was during one such occasion when she received her first vision of Jesus. She continued to have visions for the next 2 years, which drove her to convert Spanish Jews to Christianity, to find convents and to spend 5 years in prayerful seclusion. Teresa eventually found a religious order, the Descalced Carmelites. As Teresa approached the end of her life, she expressed happiness that her hour has arrived. It's time to move on. Well, then may your will be done, O my Lord and my spouse. It is time to meet one another. The hour that I have longed for is come. Saint Teresa was beatified on April 24th, 1614 and canonized on March 12th, 1622. Saint Teresa of Avila is a patron saint of the religious and the sick. Her feast is celebrated on October 15th. Thank you.